Let's be real for a second. We are all just swimming, okay, maybe drowning in a sea of video content, right? You've got nonstop Zoom meetings, online classes, those super important training sessions. The information just never stops. And trying to keep up or, actually remember the important stuff, it can feel absolutely impossible. So let's get into it and see how AI is totally changing this game.
You know what I'm talking about. We all have one. It's that folder on your desktop filled with saved video links. That list of lectures you swear you're going to watch later. Those meeting recordings that you've never ever clicked on again. Yep, that's the video graveyard. It's where all that valuable information goes to die.
Just think about the last big meeting you were in. Were you typing like a maniac trying to catch every single word? And be honest, did you really get the key decisions? The action items? Or did all those brilliant insights just get lost in a giant wall of text, never to be seen again? And this, right here, is the core of the problem. Trying to take notes manually is just a losing battle. While you're busy typing out one point, you've already missed the next three. It's not just inefficient. It means those critical details are just gone forever.
But what if you had a perfect, tireless assistant? One that could watch every single video for you, never get distracted, and remember everything, word for word. Well, that's exactly what AI note-takers are. They're basically a digital second brain.
So what do these things actually do? Well, at the most basic level, they use AI to listen to the video and turn all the spoken words into text. But, and this is the cool part, they don't stop there. They analyze everything to figure out the main topics and pull out the most important points, giving you a perfectly structured summary without you having to lift a finger.
And this shows you just how smart this technology is. These AIs, especially the newer vision language models, don't just listen. They're multimodal. That means they're watching the video, they're reading the text on any slides that are on screen, and they're processing the audio all at the same time. By weaving all that together, they get a way deeper and more accurate understanding of the content than any human ever. And the best part, it's ridiculously easy to use. You just upload your video file, or even easier, just paste in a link from somewhere like YouTube. The AI does all the heavy lifting in the background, then boom, in just a few minutes, you get a full set of organized, time-stamped, and searchable notes. It's that simple.
All right, this is where the magic really happens. Let's talk about the payoff, because it's huge. We're talking about getting a massive amount of your time back and giving your productivity a serious boost.
And this isn't just for one specific type of person. Students can turn a 3-hour lecture into a perfect study guide. Professionals can walk out of a meeting and have a summary with clear action items waiting in their inbox. Researchers can analyze hours of interviews without all that tedious transcribing. It's a game changer for pretty much everyone.
I love this example. This is from a real marketing specialist. A task that was literally impossible for him before is now just a normal part of his morning routine. That's not just an improvement. That's a complete transformation of how he works.
And it's not just one person's story. The data backs it up. Looking at the wider world of AI video tools, some platforms are reporting that their users are creating content up to 75% faster. Let that sink in. A task that used to take you all day, you could now have it done before your morning coffee gets cold.
Seriously, think about that. 4 to 5 hours every single day. What would you do with that time? For most of us, that's like getting a part-time job's worth of time handed back to us every week. All because you automated a task that used to be a total grind.
Okay, so the benefits are pretty amazing, right? But with any powerful new tech, we have to pull back the curtain and ask the tough questions. It is absolutely crucial to understand the potential downsides here.
Exactly. It all seems a little too good to be true, doesn't it? All this power, all this convenience. So what's the trade-off? What are we giving up when we upload our private meetings or company training videos to some AI tool in the cloud?
And look, these aren't just hypotheticals. This slide is from an official cybersecurity advisory. These guys recognize how useful the tools are, but they're also sounding the alarm, telling people to be extremely careful, especially if you're a company that deals with sensitive data.
And these are the risks you really have to think about. The terms of service you click Agree on today, they could change tomorrow without you even knowing. Your super confidential meeting data might end up stored in a totally different country, under completely different laws. And here's the big one. If you're using a free tool, well, there's a pretty good chance your data is being fed right back into the machine to train the AI. And that could be a massive violation of an NDA.
So the point here isn't to scare you away from these tools. Not at all. It's about being smart.
Once you understand both the incredible benefits and the serious risks, you can make an informed choice and find the perfect AI assistant for your needs.
So the first big choice is usually free versus paid. Free tools are awesome for just playing around and seeing how it works. You can summarize the YouTube lecture, no problem. But they're almost always going to limit you, either on how long the video can be or how many you can do in a day. The paid plans, on the other hand, unlock everything. Unlimited use, more advanced features, and most importantly, they usually have much stronger data privacy controls. They'll often promise not to use your data for training their models.
Okay, here's a simple little game plan to help you pick. First, what are you actually using it for? Public videos or confidential meetings? That's a big difference. Second, figure out your budget. Third, check if it plays nice with the other software you already use. Then, just test drive the free versions of 2 or 3 platforms and see which one you like best. And hey, here's a pro tip for anyone who wants more control. You can do a 2-step. Use a tool just to get the raw transcript, then upload that text into a private space, like Notebook LM, to analyze and ask questions yourself. Total control.
And that really brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. See, this technology isn't just about getting better notes. It's about reclaiming your most valuable asset, your time, your focus. So when you let an AI handle all that busy work, what are the bigger, more important things you're going to solve?